Hello and welcome back to Avowed. So, last time, well, we did more exploring, pretty much. Went all the way up here and stuff. Got a quest too. For free, maybe even, I don't even know. Feels like I have a bazillion quests at this point. I don't know. But hey, it's nice to have stuff to do. But, yeah. Well, we kinda ended up in a pit. That was the last thing we did. Squirrels ran wild for some reason. Yeah. Anyway, we're going here. I guess I want to go westwards. Is my decision now. So that's what we're doing. Doing everything but progress. That is the goal until I can't. Yeah. Ugh. Game freezing and lagging. That's how it is. Let's take over you.
Right behind you.
Good. Nope, you saw me. Alright, got some fireballs. I've never seen this on you before. Where are you? Okay.
Just like the good old days.
Seems to be more up somewhere. Snakes here though. I want your stuff. I want all your stuff. Quick blow you up with that. But I'll sneak attack you.
Not to spook you.
Can I get you? Turn around for a second. I'll shoot you. And miss. Alright. What are these guys? What are you? But you are plant? I'm not sure though. Plant like humanoid creature thing. I don't know.
Well, that was fun.
Okay. Figuring out where I'm at. I'm just kind of walking without really thinking where I'm going. But I'm in the right sort of direction. Kinda sorta. Logging form and journal. 12th of Presto. This is a decent occasion. Good logs. 13 of Presto. Colin, probably Colin, says there's a woman in the woods. Thinks she's giving him eyes. Fool. 16 of Presto. Lad dashed up to me today. Said we had to stop and had this wild look about him as though and it's all his mother. Told him to go home, sleep it off. Bastard sucker punched me. Eindon and Marsuk dragged him away. The Falling into his messy handwriting and breaks the previous journal format. Stuck here, hidden amidst the logs. He watches the carnage from afar. 4 or 5 figures? Dilemgang? Tear through my men. I heard screams. I hope some got away. They killed him. He brought them to us and they killed him. Disposed of him as mercilessly as they murdered the others. In the silence, a few of them hold the logs and sob. They're sorting through the piles. I can't stay here. It's now or never. The method it takes is obscured by blood and dirt. Okay then. Thanks, boss. Can't just collect tank balls. Okay. Higher than I expected it to be. How would I get there? Oh, it's gonna be like an island. It's a giant cliffside. Giant, yeah. It's gonna be hard to get to than I thought. But I'll just look around down here, I guess, or something. I don't know. Memorial stone. To the invaluable loggers of the earth, whose day every day was a fight for survival against the angry Delagan of the North Star. One your sacrifice. Surely Abdon smiles upon your labors, and the industry of your was only possible thanks to your efforts.
Hail, godlike.
Oh, hello.
Come, indulge me.
Okay, these skeletons talk.
A trial.
What?
Defeat my
Okay.
like those
Got these guys too. So one more. Oh, that's a lot of skeletons here. Luckily we are pretty weak. And I got the magics. Keep coming. How many are there? I need more magic. Ow. You're like a big guy. Oh gosh. Bad place. 3. Should use these abilities. Don't. He could have used someone down, but he don't tend to. I should do it. Except, I keep coming. Pick up you like healing or something. Gonna have that as the left button.
well done. The prize is yours. Your business concluded.
That The most enemies I've ever had to fight at once. Okay. Skeleton guy. Just okay. Okay. I got a sword. Yeah, the horse cutter. It's two-handed though, so probably not gonna use it. Even though it seems strong. I mean it does, but no. A full combo attack deals high stun and hits deal 10% bonus bleed damage. I mean I could break it down to get a vacant Atva and white steel chunks, I guess. If I really want to. I could sell it for 2,000. Wow, okay. That's quite a bit actually. So that's this one. Yeah. Alright, let's read the flavor. How this elegantly made greatsword earned such a vicious name is a story that few know. After the Avoweds secured their independence from Adia, many soldiers turned to banditry and mercenary work to earn their keep. This weapon belonged to one such soldier turned outlaw who amassed a sizable following of fellow displaced adherents. This gang of brigands eventually found its way to Ixamiddle, where horses are numerous. When food becomes scarce, the outlaws turn to raiding villages and farms for their horses to keep fed. These outlaws supposedly met their end when an unnaturally large and aggressive herd of horses came seemingly out of nowhere and trampled them into the ground before vanishing into the plains as quickly as they had appeared. Huh. Wish there was like a button to remove the exclamation point from those things. Show completed. That's how you get rid of these in here, because they keep the exclamation point for some reason. Documents. Just want that gone. Annoys me. Maybe it's supposed to set a button to do it. Alright. Huh. Skeleton guy in random place in the beach. Sure. Why not? You never know what will happen in this game. Is this can we back at the dock somehow? Closer than I expected. Guess I'll sell my stuff out here. Got a few things I don't want around. That was the guy I sell to. Let's go to the map. Okay, this way. Right here. Alright. Hello, kitty. Coming to say hello. Can't see your screen very well. Should I just sell this stuff? I mean, I'm never gonna use it. Like, I would just put it in the camp because they're unique items. But honestly, I'm never gonna use shields. It's very unlikely I don't want to switch to two-handed weapons. As strong as they are, you know. I just have so much money in the first place that I don't even know what to do with all of it, you know. Whatever. I'll just get rid of it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's go back this way. Wait. No, this is not a camp. Dang it. A camp nearby. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go. I'll camp later. I don't feel like. I was like, if there's a camp right there, I should do it. But you know, no. Enemy there. Alright. Whoa, whoa. That was weird. Ouch. Like I want to use my essence and I don't need to. Whatever, it's fine. I don't know why I keep being so, like, I don't know what the word is, like, not greedy, but like, I can't go any further than that, in the water, you know, I kind of hoard my items, you know, I have so many, I really don't need to. I'm just like, what if a super hard mega challenge appears? I don't know. And I want all my healing and all my everything. I mean, I guess I could freeze the wall to get that stuff, but is it worth doing that? There's something up there though. Guess I have to freeze the wall if I want to get that. Okay. Like, yeah, it feels like, feels like what they want you to do is like, I don't want to use my magic because, yeah, I wanna, this is the ice one. What I want to do is just to get more here. So this seems like this intention there, but like just keep grabbing these up here. Maybe I can make that jump. Yeah. Guess you continue. This weird spot. Well, I have all these grenades. Can I make that jump? I don't trust that I can make that jump. There we go. What else am I gonna use them for, you know what I mean? I always forget to be using my grenades. Unique memoir. Unique memoir, okay. I mean, see, the thing is, these are low level. These are like the only thing, like there's the frost, but it's protective ring, like, yeah. These are protective spells, except the parasitic staff thing, whatever. Kinda. What is this actually? That's not how you do that. Why did I think that's how you did that? I played this game for a while. I pressed down because I was like, oh yeah, it's down on this. I don't. That was. Yep. Yeah. No. I got nothing. I don't know why I pressed that button and thought that was what I did. I get like a stab and. Star essence with it. Kinda interesting. Like, yeah, like, I am wondering, why would you want this? I mean, protective stuff? Is that any good? Compared to your powerful spell you can just blast in everyone's faces? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. I guess I'll read the flavor. It's a unique item. While most people prefer to keep their enemies at a distance to safely bombard them with destructive magics, this is not a universal truth. Through the use of conjured weapons and magical protection, some wizards instead wade into the melee and lay waste to their foes. Rasvik was one such wizard. He may have gone on to do great things and further the art of the battle mage, but his love for the fight was stronger than any desire to push any boundaries of their game. When he ever met a violent and in combat, he did so with a smile on his lips. I mean, I do. You know, my style is to go into the fray and melee and occasionally use magic, you know. But like, if they want you to, like, you know, can I get out? Can. I don't know if I have any reason to. Wander all over the place now. I just don't know if I would want to use protective stuff over anything else. Maybe it's better than I think it is, but I don't feel like it's needed. There's a lot of these here, but yeah, I could just use my magic and all that stuff, but I didn't. Markless note, I need those herbs. I don't care if they were protected by the Dillingham. Find a way past those stuck up trees. I'll pay you 5 times the going rate, no question asked. Fetch them and you live like a king. Get cut and just don't get cut. Not again. Wait, what? Should I hit the fucking water? Oh Jesus. Is it worth? Is anything up there? Oh, we could just use it while you're in the water, but that'd be too easy, wouldn't it? God damn it. My curiosity, it's fine. What else am I gonna use these freaking grenades for? It's fine. It's fine. It's completely fine. Why didn't it create a thing in the water though? That's what I wanna know. Pretty sure I hit it. Ugh. Oh god. Hit the ceiling there for a second. Gotta be something good up there. Yeah. There's absolutely nothing up here. Awesome! Well, that was a good use of my time. Seriously. Can we skip some of these? No? Got one of them back. Cool, now I have 5. Whatever. Okay, well that was a thing. Yeah. Like these little places where you can freeze water and whatnot, you know. They exist. That's all I can say. That was like use all your stuff to get there. Would it probably been better to use my magic and just heal with potions maybe? I don't know. Does it matter? No. Because I have so much stuff anyway. Okay. When am I ever gonna use those grenades otherwise? Like, I have 38 of these, and I barely ever use them anyway. You know? A good way down now. Doesn't require me jumping. What am I doing? Yeah. All this is kind of high up. Probably gonna take like a little bit of damage. I just jump and it's fine, but let's be safe. Relatively safe. Okay. Taking this water. Yes. This way. Got a bit confused where I was going. Anything here? Really? I don't know. That guy. Got speed up. Camp here, but I don't see enemies. Maybe further in. Maybe he died. Well, I think I benefit from going down there anyway. But what if there's something? I think it's just some cliffs. Alright, let that do stupid things. Not today, I guess. I decided not today. Desert beetle? What is this? These are now 3. Or whatever that means. Be kinda strong though. Could be a challenge.
Keep quiet.
Don't know if I can really sneak it up on these guys. Hope everybody saw me. This could be challenging. I don't know. Level 3? Or whatever. I don't know if I've seen level 3s, have I? Maybe. I hit the wrong guy. Damn it, you didn't even get residual hits. I don't be healing or whatever you're doing. Okay, these are not as strong as I thought. My problem is you resistant to my ice. Kinda sucks. Yeah. Wonder if it's worth having to having my dagger, fire dagger with me. You're a giant beetle. That is true. I mean, sure it doesn't weigh that much. I'm sure I can keep it with me and it's fine. Because it is annoying that there's gonna be a lot of those mushroom creatures here, and the always listen twice. Really sucks, so you know. Yeah. Can't go any further. So that's that. Just a bunch of enemies in here. Did I miss anything? Okay. It might be worth picking picking up my dagger again. I don't know. Like now this one is pretty upgraded. I don't know if it's the dagger is even worth using, even against the mushrooms. Like how big of a deal is the resistance? Is what I'm wondering. That is a it's a place I can go to apparently. All the way up there somehow. Well, see if I can find my way up there. I guess. That's what I'm doing today. More swords. And again it's Negan.
Behind you.
I don't want to. Wait. Oh. I can make. Oh. I can make platforms with my axe. I did not know that was a possibility. Well, that could have saved me a lot of grenades. Dang it. Really? Well, good to know. That's a thing you can do. I don't need to waste stuff to make freaking platforms. God damn it. Really? Man, seriously? Is this been a thing you can do? Wow. Okay. Well. Yeah. That's a thing I can do. Do wonder if I should like randomly put one of these on, you know, like could just get the maximum health thing. I accidentally click that one. Are you allowed to stack these? I guess you are. Yeah, don't. Just gonna stack. Just plop a bunch of them on. Oh, did it get removed? There's like 5 spots there, and I thought one of them went away. What am I doing? Maybe you can only have 5 at once? I don't know how it works. I mean, does it really matter? I think I put on like a... I didn't really pay attention to what I clicked. I just clicked a bunch. I think I put on like a speed thing, because I'm super fast right now. Yeah, look at that. That's a good way to get around. Maybe a little too fast. I don't know. Look at me go.
Right
You
behind
can
you.
go faster when you're crouching.
Well done.
I don't know if I need the resistance. I mean, I can still, like, pretty much like 1 or 2 shot these guys. It's not a big deal. I don't know. I got magic. It's fine. I don't think I need to get another weapon with me. Well, I did also put on a bunch of upgrades right now. Maybe I put something on that makes me really strong. I didn't pay attention to any of it. Wish you could have a torch to like see in these dark areas, because it gets pretty dark. Well, I found a cave. Guess I'll go in here. Why not? Like this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm gonna be doing for like a lot of episodes at this point. Just wandering around, finding stuff. Like I don't mind that. You know, maybe it's not focused. Maybe it's just kind of, you know, whatever. It's really not.
Ranger camp envoy.
It's really not how I play.
This is taking too long. We should have gotten orders by now.
Inquisitor Luke was taking her time. I
if it isn't the Adherin envoy.
We weren't expecting reinforcements. Either you've come early, or more likely, you shouldn't be here.
The Steel Garrote is here. Don't like that one bit.
Tell you what, turn around, and Inquisitor Ludwig doesn't have to hear about this unfortunate little mix-up.
As I was saying, before all that happened, didn't know there's gonna be people here to talk to. Like, I don't play games on the channel like I play this game. There's not a lot of games where I feel like it's like an open world and I, you know, and I just kind of wander around and do stuff. Like, it's pretty rare I would play a game like that on the channel, you know. Like, I play a fair bit of open world games, you know, not on the channel because those games are, I don't feel that they're suited for the channel. And I am starting to see by playing this game that, yeah, what I'm doing in those kind of games where I just wander around, explore, find stuff, fight some enemies, you know, that you know, if you're not focused on the story in those games, you can just do that forever, you know, and just get lost in the sauce, for lack of a better word. Like, I'm making very little progress in terms of story and everything, you know. But sometimes I come across random stuff like this, you know, actual story bits, you know. So that's why I explore. But yeah, it is a different experience than a lot of games I play, and that's why this game is taking so long. And I guess I don't mind that. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Aside as how I'm playing the game, I could be playing the game in a very focused way and just go to the end of the story and be done so much faster, but I guess this is gonna be the longest series on my channel, probably, based on well, just how it's going. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know what the longest actually is. Like, I'm trying to think, what is the longest one I've played? That's a lot of games that I've played for a long time, but I think at you know, the point I'm at in this game, I'm still not even halfway done properly with everything. If I'm gonna go at the same pace I'm going and do everything, so I don't know. It's gonna be quite a long series. Anyway, what's going on here? Shouldn't it be in parodies? Tell me what the Steel Garrote are doing in Mustang. I can say that.
Nice try. If you don't already know, then I'm really not allowed to say.
We have no quarrel with you, but we are trying to be discreet. Let's part as friends and keep it that way.
I might not want to follow this excuse you think it is. Fine, but I'm keeping an eye out for you. But leave until I get some answers. You'll do that. Farewell.
She's got us there.
What if we gave you an incentive to turn a blind eye to this little operation of ours?
An excellent idea, sister. Copper or iron? The choice is yours.
You offer me a bribe to leave? I choose copper. My purse is feeling a bit light. I'll just go quietly, no questions asked. I'll take the iron. I kind of just wanna, you know, fight these guys. Just Steel Garrote, you know.
Very astute. Inquisitor Ludwig told us to kill anyone who happens to find this place.
And she means anyone.
I'd rather not kill an Adherin official over an honest error, so take the money and look the other way.
But leave until I get some answers.
Then you're not leaving.
Glare silently. Fine, I'll go quietly, but this is Noah. I gotta do this.
What do we do, brother?
We do what comes naturally.
What do we do?
Of
She's
course.
glaring,
What
glaring
a
at
pity.
us.
Normally, I'd think twice about spilling godlike blood. But for you, I'll make an exception.
Okay, well. Guess I'm getting my fight. I'm like really be aiming at them to use their abilities. It's kind of annoying. I feel like there's a targeting system in the game is the thing, you know? Makes it really weird.
We really just kicked the saltfly's nest. I guess we're in this now.
Envoy, when we first met, I thought I was gonna keep you out of trouble.
Well, too bad. I guess. If exploding that do anything? I exploded it. That's for sure. I guess I killed the Steel Garrote. Which, I don't know that has consequences, but here we are. I can go for here if I want to. Or go for that door. If I'm going through here. Oh, okay. Traps exist in this area. I never considered traps being a thing until it happens.
That is the smell of victory. We're going to make Inquisitor Ludwig proud.
Right as always, dear sister.
I do this. Worth it.
That weapon's not gonna cut it.
That is a bit of a time to do, but I think I exploded myself. Gotta be careful. Luckily I got that free revival. Fanatic.
If you'd asked me how many Steel Garrote could pack into a cave, I'd have been very wrong.
Hope this is just a regular up.
Nope. This is a war camp.
Death Knight Septon. Okay. Resistance to poison and bleed accumulation and maximum health up. This is better for my purposes. The chill radiating from this cold black armor is like a kiss from beyond the grave. These heavy boots impart upon the wearer a measure of vitality and durability of the walking dead. The sense of grave dirt that clings to them is particularly unpleasant, but that is the small price to pay for the benefits they provide. No, it's over there. Okay, you're walking away. Not noticing how all your bodies are dead. Gives me the chance to sneak up on you. Dead.
I think I sprint.
Goodwin's second missive. Captain Mayev, they tell me you found a sympathetic turncoat among the people of Emilstair. Good. Make certain they understand the benefits of their role. Give them a reason to serve us. Faith and Altil will bind them to our cause. Visit the
My
Ludwig.
shoulder.
Anything in the water? Oh, this actually goes somewhere. Yeah, chest. Hidden chest. How did this get here? Really? How did this get here? Did it fall through that crack somehow? Like, someone had to put that there because they had to swim with the chest all the way here. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is there just a chest here with one piece of armor in it? It's very strange. So it's not quite as good in terms of stats. Though this is upgrade once, so it could become good if I upgrade it a little bit. But what are the bonuses? Because this is a heavy armor, so I might actually want to consider it. Taking damage has a 10% chance to restore 50% of your maximum health. That's maybe good. Resistance to force accumulation. What even is this stuff? Constitution 2. Okay, it has one of those buffs. Then I probably don't want to change it out. I like that. Taking damage greater than 20% of your maximum health, your attack receives 100% of the damage. That's also pretty nice. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, that first ability does sound pretty nice, but nah, I don't know. But flavor text. The chill radiating from this cold black plate armor is like a kiss from beyond the grave. Despite the frigid temperature of the metal and its substantial weight, it is surprisingly comfortable to wear. Almost too comfortable, as if it settles upon its wearer like a second skin and has a will of its own, a desire to stay firmly anchored to warm living flesh. Occasionally, when struck while wearing this armor, a rush of freezing energy washes over the wearer, and the wound it would have otherwise received is nowhere to be seen. Alright. I mean, yeah, could consider it, but I just feel like these buffs are so worth having. Like, just for the conversation stuff you can do with it alone. And it's just general stat buffs, you know, to all your, you know, all your stuff. I don't know. It just feels good. And I don't know why I would want to change that. So is this yeah, that's why, so could just open up and be like, hey, what's up? Lupin's first missive. Captain Reeve, take your Steel Garrote leading into the wilderness of Amostar. Do not reveal your presence. Wait for instructions. I will have need of you soon. Be patient. Please start looking. Which way to go? I feel like that's this is the secret path, maybe?
You take lead.
Oh, you saw me. Time for burning. My fire spell is so strong. Jesus.
We make a good squad.
So I've eviscerated them. Gotta be careful with all these explosives around. In fact, I'm just gonna make sure I don't hit them by accident. Woman's first missive. Captain Reeve, your report on the Dream Curse was appreciated, but unfortunately worthless. Ultimately worthless. This plague will burn itself out in time, and the strong will endure. If we are having trouble occupying your time in your upstairs, it is finding a hobby, anything but gardening. Already been 15 minutes. I don't know why, but this game just sucks up time. It is incredible how fast things... I feel like I've been here for 30 minutes maybe, not 50 minutes. Here we are. I don't know. It just does that. She has a lot of missives. Fourth missive. Captain Reeve, you are correct. Paradise has grown more unstable. The Imperial Envoy was murdered. Dissidents plot from the shadows and our forces are spread thin. The mission, however, is unchanged. Once we succeed in taming Paradise, the living lands will follow, and you will stand proudly at the vanguard. Small guys in there. So let's go this way. We can sneak up on them again. Or something. Or at least find a secret. Secrets are always nice to find. A lot of good stuff. So many materials, so many things.
I don't like this. How did no one know this was here?
I guess I can explode you. Oh, we died. Can do that. Ow. You're fast. Nice. Oh. What you are. Kai for a second. Ow. Okay, you are hurting me. Can you please stop there?
Haven't had a battle like that in years. Though I didn't feel this many aches and pains in my soldiering days. At least we came out of this in better shape than those guys. Whatever they were up to, we put an end to it. Right?
Soldier supplies documents. Look like they wanted to invade almost there. My God tells me they were expecting reinforcements to invade almost there. Let's take what we're doing. It's over. Lumen is not going to be pleased by our interference. Let's take a look around before we go.
Yeah. Reminds me of what Rawatai built up when we went into Deadfire.
Sounds about right. Hey, is it too late to go back to Paradise? These guys really seem to want everyone dead. I guess we should look around while we're here. I wouldn't mind figuring out what they were up to.
You know, that's a smart idea. This is why I was always in the trenches rather than the strategy tent.
Looking around, feels like we broke up something big. Well done, us.
Not bad for a day's work. I think we've all earned a couple ales back at camp.
There's a lot of stuff here they won't be using anymore. Might as well take some of it with us.
Maybe they've got some ale.
Children's fifth missive. Captain Reeve, I'm sending out one of my best paladins to aid you. She'll deliver my final instructions. You have served me well. Carry out your orders to this letter, and you will be rewarded in life and the next. In this life and the next. May the burnt queen smile upon you. Captain Reeves. Final missive, by the way. My orders are as follows. For your Mr. Verno is striking the living lands down into a shared grave. Your legion will raise the settlement until nothing but ashes remain. Put the city down like an injured animal. Leave the people to witness the consequences of the failure. You may encounter Abigail, a new arrival from the mainland. Deal with them courteously if you cross paths. Deal with them violently if they impede your work. May the flames of the burning queen purify them most there, Inquisitor Ludwin.
They were planning on burning down Fjord. How could they do something like that?
Well, kinda had the feeling not to trust Inquisitor. And well, now I have proof. She's pretty bad. She wants to burn down an entire city, just like that. It's always weird when you have your name in those documents. I'm like, oh god, do you know my name? I keep forgetting. Yeah, naughty word. I literally put my name in there. I'm going. That's where I just came from. I'll just see where that went. Yeah, no. It is always weird, though. Is this something we're supposed to find in the main story by any chance? Like, this feels like an important place to learn about this. I don't know. I mean, felt like there was a quest marker anywhere here or anything, was there? So you could just not find this? Or just choose to, you know, actually follow the orders and leave? Take the bribe, you know? I guess so. Oh, that's right. Okay. We've looked around, I think. So, getting a little lost in here. Wondered if I missed anything. That's very key. Okay, that's very key from the other side. Okay. Think I haven't missed anything. Think this is it. Yeah. Okay. Well, this was a lot more important case than I expected it to be. Like, learning that is pretty important, it feels, you know? That's actually, like, relevant to the plot, at least, you know, to the main characters, if you want to call them that. I guess Ludwig is a main character of sorts. I mean, important anyway to the story. You know, main plot character. So I guess you can call it main. I don't know. But, yeah, huh. So she wanna burn down the place because, well, she thinks it's the useless and it can't be held, and yeah, I mean, with her attitude towards the, you know, what the hell is it called again? The freaking disease thing. What is it? Why do I keep forgetting the name? The dream skirts. Yeah, that stuff. Of like, well, let's just wait it out, and the people who survive, well, one of those being weird. People who survive, and they don't, so don't. You know. That does make sense, I suppose.
Treasure hunting suits you.
But I didn't think she was gonna go that far. I guess. I don't know. I was suspicious of her. Painter's brush. This is a wand, I guess it would be. Where is it? Am I blind? It's not a weapon? Like, am I completely blind here? I don't see it. That, oh, that is okay. It is okay. It's not a weapon. Not. Okay, no. Okay, I was like, do not have any of these equipped. It's because these the amulets and the trinkets occupy the same equipment slot, right? Yeah, that's what I had on. Anyway, what does it do? Critical hit chance up. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Probably not. Probably would just have a solve up, honestly. But what's the flavor? Once the prized possession of a master painter, this old frayed horsehair brush is nothing terribly special to the look of it. But there's more to it than meets the eye. When it's on your person, you'll more easily notice fine details such as individual leaves on a tree or slight gaps in an enemy's armor. Sure. Magic. That's have a paintbrush on you and suddenly you can spot things better. Yeah. Fantasy doesn't make sense. That's fun of it. Well, man, now, again, I do feel like I should continue a little bit longer, but we did find something important. We did find an actual, you know, cave with a pretty important story part to it, if you want to call it that. I didn't really get to explore as much as I had hoped, but it's fine, I guess. We'll do more next time. I am still not in a hurry. I just like playing this game, and yeah. I do wonder. I had an idea just now. Should I make this like a secondary game? You know how I sometimes have play a game each day alongside another game? Because I feel like this game, playing it every 4th day as I do, that's how I play these games on the channel. It does feel like I come back to the game and you know, after... Oh, hello. You're not an enemy. You're leading somewhere.
Something's not right here.
This seems like a trap. Wow, it is a trap. Okay, I guess I'm fighting a boss. I'm gonna call it that. It has a boss meter. Okay, well this just happened. I'm just gonna defeat this guy and get my thoughts together after that. And make sure I don't die here. That's the wrong thing I used, but whatever, it heals me. I just might want to find a healing here, but I want to find essence. Yeah, whatever, I'll just use it all out. I'm gonna go third anyway, probably. Really should remember to put on my protective magic before I go into the fray, but it's too late to have any use now. I think everybody's dead. Yeah. Okay.
Not bad,
Well, I just saw like an enemy. I was like, oh, it's an enemy. I should kill it. Then it turns out it didn't have like the enemy thing above its head or whatever. So it's like, wait, it's not an enemy? Because I'll follow it. And it's a trap. It's a trap, obviously. But anyway, Gleaming Calm. Okay, this is a bounty. Okay, so that's still gonna be bounties in this area. That's, you know, kind of what I expected in normal Star. That makes sense that you would have one for here as well. So, found at the center of Beldervano's earthen body, this fist-sized chunk of dense mineral is buzzing with essence. Yeah. Bounty master in Fiora will pay for it and such. Cool. That's a bounty. That's randomly found. Okay. But as I was saying, I have been wondering if it would be worth doing as a second game, just because of the nature of it. Like, It's either that or I should really just commit to longer episodes. And I just don't want to do longer episodes. Which is weird to say because if I'm playing 2 games in a day, that's like, both of them are 1 hour long sessions, you know? That's 2 hours. That is a longer session. But I prefer spreading them out over the day. I like record in the morning when I do two sessions. Like recently, you know, I played a game. Now I completely blank on the name of the game. The Dawn, yeah. You need to me now. I played that game, you know. I played my regular session earlier in the morning, and I played the other one later. For the most part, in that game. And playing a game early in the morning, and then playing one later. That is a lot better than doing longer sessions. Like, you know what I mean? That makes sense for me. So maybe that's something I want to try. I don't know. Like, I'm also saying this because there's like a lot of games I've recently seen that I'm interested in playing, and it's gonna take a while for some of the games I'm playing right now to finish up. You know, there's a new game with Rayman. You know, that's gonna take a while. And I still feel like Biogun, and I feel like South of Midnight is gonna be still gonna take a while to finish. And there's some games I've been looking at them and like, oh, this looks interesting, this looks neat, I want to play this. But it's gonna take a while for me to get to them, you know, if I'm playing long games like this, you know. I like the idea of having like a shorter, maybe sort of game, or like, you know, sometimes I had like a short game in between other games, or like a game I was like, I want to play this every day because it feels like a game I can speed through. Maybe doing the opposite of having a game that's maybe a shorter game, or like a, you know, I don't know, as the main series, and then a long game being the game I play every day. Because then I could finish this game relatively faster, because I've been playing this for quite a while now. There are some games I played on the channel that I played for like months and months, and that's you know, for me, not. I don't mind. I like spreading the games out, but I feel like some games are maybe too spread out. Just some games don't need to be played for little months, but it's just the way I've been doing things for so long now that it's just what I'm used to. But maybe this is the kind of game where, just because of the nature of how it's gone, of how, you know, the last 3 episodes has been this, and there's still all of this left, you know, and I haven't even considered the side quests, you know, which will be their own whole thing, and whatever I come across. And I want to go to, obviously, Fiora at some point. That's like the main place I want to be going, obviously. You know, so yeah, like yeah, right, that's the totem things. Yeah, like, I don't know where to even think about these. Honestly, it feels like the totems are like, don't even think about it, you know. Did I read that? I didn't read the, did I? I didn't read this, did I? No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Right, that's the thing I got. Survivor skilled. I totally forgot to read this, I think. Full combo attack, deal high force accumulation, he deals 10% bonus force damage. This is like ice version of the fire dagger I had, I guess. Sure. But I already have an axe that's icy. This is whatever. But hey, you know, if you like the daggers and you wanted a nice one, this seems pretty good, you know. Anyway, this place was carried by a whaling explorer, the lone survivor of an avalanche that buried his peers in an event known as the Beldereno Pass Incident. He chose to fall on his sword instead of succumbing to his injuries. His remains were discovered near Fiora Mesivano, where he likely didn't see the lights of the settlement through the blizzard. His weapon vanished the following spring. Expedition Journal. Day 1. We should also explore an uncharted wilderness. Quiliki? I have no idea how you say that. Want to report on Dilemgan? I really also wish I knew how you said that. Dilemgan? I have no idea how you say that word, and I'm hearing it a lot recently. Dilemgan migration patterns. Gods only know why. He has his reasons. Tonight we cross Beldereno Pass. Man, these names. The slows make us uneasy, but it must be done. Day 2. The Alliance tore through our camp while we slept. Most were buried alive. Some crawled away out from under the rocks. But we were wrong in the head. Changed. Day 3. Both my legs are broken. Too cold to even make a fire. When the sun rises, I'll gather my courage and chew my way out of this trap. Day 4. I have the strength to leave this place, but I no longer want to. Something out there is howling. Once even spoke my name. I've seen enough to know that thing for what it is. A blight, and a terrible one at that. Mates are calling me to join them in death. For once, I will not follow them. I'll remain. Okay, I don't like all that text on the screen for that quest. There we go. Weird things bother me like that for some reason. Anyway, let's see if there's anything else in this cave. I guess where we came from. And after that, I'll stop the episode. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been thinking about how I do this game, and I feel like something has to change because it does feel like I'm not getting as much done as I want to. So either I want to do longer episodes, which can tire me out sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, what? My head is in an hour in a session. My head is starting to be like, okay, I've been playing and talking to myself for an hour now, you know. I'm like, okay, maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stretch. Maybe I should, you know, all that stuff. Okay, there's guys up there. Oh, I forgot I have my new smash ability. I accidentally pressed circle, which is to duck. I was trying to duck, to crouch. But I was falling. Anyway, get a nice view here though. Okay. But yeah, after an hour, my mind is like a little tired, you know, and I want to stretch. I want to, you know, stop playing. Sometimes I'm like, man, I want to keep playing, but it's been an hour. Should I just keep playing anyway? It doesn't happen too often these days. I do feel like I have enough. You know, what I'm trying to say is like this is what I'm saying. About an hour, my mind is just like, I can't even form a sentence at this point. It's like I like the game and I want to keep playing, but I don't want to overextend. I don't want to be like, I want to enjoy it, not just tear through it. Which is also a reason why I'm like a little hesitant about doing the whole play the game every day thing. Some games I played do work for that, others don't. I feel like the game that I appreciated doing it with was Penny's Big Breakaway, that what it was called. Because that game certainly, if I played that game every fourth day, I would have been probably kind of tired by it by the end, because it is, the gameplay is sort of repetitive, it's sort of, you know, there's nothing, you know, it feels like a game you want to play for a while and just get through it, not one you want to stretch out. In other games, you know, where I might have been able to, where I was like, this could have been a normal series in that way, but I don't mind that I did it that way. I think Gravel Dog. That's one I'm like, could that have been a normal series instead? Probably, maybe. I don't know. But like, yeah, I played Islets, that's what it was called, right? That one I was also wondering if I think I kind of rushed through that game more than I would have liked. That's one I might also have not wanted to do every day, but I did. I feel like I would have enjoyed, I feel like it's the kind of game I would have enjoyed more if I had stretched it out rather than just rush through it, because I was like, I really am enjoying this game, and I feel like I probably shouldn't have rushed through it as much as I did in that way, because it did feel like, oh, it's over already when I was done with it in a weird way, like, and I feel like I could have enjoyed it more if I'd done it another way. There's certain ways I want to play games, certain ways that I enjoy playing games, and it's a weird feeling. It's a weird way to play games, the way I do it, you know? Doing it as a Let's Play, doing these sessions that, you know, went from being 30 minutes long or something when I started the channel up again, to being now an hour. Like, I try to do shorter episodes, and I try to do them, you know, more frequently. If I remember correctly, did I like do multiple games a day or something? I think, did I do that? Was there not a thing in that? I think so. I think I was like doing more games a day or something, or like, and I was like only playing one game at a time instead. And I switched in between games to get more variety and stuff, and not burn out on a single game. I don't know. I forgot how that ended up working. And eventually I got into this 4-game rotation that I'm doing. Because it's like, it feels like I have enough time to like think about the game that I just played, and like and get my thoughts together and not burn out on the game either. And there's some games where I've kind of been like, oh man, what am I doing? Where are we in the game? What's happened in the last? And I for some reason forgot what I was doing in the last episode. Sometimes that happens. I feel like I've gotten more used to that, and I'm like, okay, what I kind of mostly know what happened last time, and I remember the controls. That's also a thing. Sometimes I forget the controls a little bit because there's a lot of games I play. I've gotten better at that as well, I think. There's some games where that can be a thing, especially if I'm playing starting up a lot of games at once, you know, instead of starting up a game maybe once in a while, you know. It's weird. It's a weird way to play games, and I still enjoy it though. There are definitely games I play on the channel that I enjoy a lot more as Let's Plays than I do if I play them on my own, just because I can say my thoughts about the game and I'm like not in my head about it. And sometimes when I play games I just play them mindlessly and when I play games on the channel, I'm more focused, I feel, on the actual game, on the actual story as well. Sometimes I can be, sometimes that when it's a story-based game, when it's a game with reading, a lot of reading, you know, and you know, when I read things out loud, sometimes I do not think as much about what I'm actually reading out loud, and I just say it, you know, because that's how I do things. Some people don't read things out loud at all. Some people do whole voices. I'm not gonna do voices. I really don't try to, just because I know it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna forget voices as well, you know, if I try to. It's pretty rare I'm gonna try to do a voice, you know. I'm definitely not a voice actor, definitely not, you know, interested in doing that. But yeah. But yeah, so sometimes it can be weird to do Let's Play and talk over the game, talk when there's cutscenes and dialogue sometimes. Sometimes I miss things because I talk over them, which I don't like. That's why I like when there's subtitles in games, if, you know, hopefully that's a thing in, that's like not gonna, I've definitely a few games where there are not subtitles at some points, which is a problem. But I'm glad that most games tend to have them, you know, these newer games. But yeah, yeah, that's about it though. So how I'm gonna approach this game, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking, should I just make a conscious effort to make all episodes longer? Should I try to do them every day or something, or at least more often than every once a day, every fourth day, you know, as I tend to with games. Maybe I do it maybe a few times a week, you know, like whenever I feel like it. Maybe it's more of a feel like it kind of game, you know. Maybe I don't have to push every day, just I feel like playing the game today, so I'm gonna do that and have another series going, and maybe that series can be a shorter, more, you know, stream-like experience rather than a long RPG like this, you know. I mean, that's what I want to do. I don't know. I have not figured it out yet, but I do think that the game just is not made for the way I do videos. And I guess that makes sense. You know, I've not played a game quite like this on the channel. This open world, this giant, this exploratory, you know. Certainly there are games similar to it. Certainly there's games where I've explored a lot and, you know, things like that. But for the most part, I feel like those games, I still feel like there's more progress in those games than this game has in an hour. I feel like I can point at things that happen and be like, oh yeah, that's a thing that happened, even if I explored a bit, you know. This, you can kind of just wander around and not find much story-based things. You might find the occasional journey entry, you know. Maybe a little encounter with skeletons you have to fight for some reason. Maybe you find a cave like that, and you know, there's actually like important story things in there. You never know. That's the thing about this game. You never know though. Which is what makes me want to explore this game, as I've said many times before. It is a game that's so dense with stuff. There's always stuff around, and maybe it's not always story-based stuff. Maybe it's just some camp with some enemies, or you know, whatever. But it is something. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The game, I enjoy the game a lot. I do want to do as much as I can, as I've said. I don't think the game has, like, the game would really have to, I don't know what it would do to make me not want to explore. Does that make sense? What could it do to make me not want to explore is the thing. I feel like everything in the game wants you to kind of explore. It feels like you can obviously try to go to the main quest and stuff, and I'm sure you could do it that way, but why would you want to do that when there's so much to find, so much to do, you know? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's the episode. I don't have anything else to say, I think. I've said a lot. Sometimes I get rambly. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how I do this game, because I do feel like, knowing how long the game is now, I do have to change something, because I don't want this game to go into the next year. And I almost feel like it would, based on how it's going. I don't know. Like, I didn't expect it to be this long, you know? I didn't expect it for me to want to put this much effort into exploring everything, reading everything, you know, being so thorough about every area I go to, you know? But the game has really made me want to do it, because there's always something to find, something interesting. There's something everywhere, you know? So it's kind of like how it's designed. It's designed where you want to explore. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, that's it. I gotta stop the video. See you next time.